In the night of silent suffering, we feel the warmth of your embrace. When tears are heavy on our faces and words no longer want to rise, you gather all our broken prayers and lift them softly to the skies. Mother, clothed in quiet mercy, you hear the sighs the world ignores. You sit beside the wounded hearts and knock on hope forgotten doors. In rooms where pain has made its dwelling, where faith feels weak and breath is small, you whisper peace into the darkness and teach the soul again to call. Mary, comforter of the afflicted, stay with us night and day. Hold our grief within your mantle, lead our pain to Christ our way. Mary, Mother full of compassion, dry the tears we cannot hide. Comfort us, O gentle Mother, walk forever by our side. You know the weight of silent suffering, the sword that once your heart had known. So every tear that falls from us is never carried alone. For mothers grieving absent children, for weary souls who lost their song, you cradle them in patient love and teach their hearts to still belong. Where illness steals the breath of morning and nights feel longer than the day, you sit beside the restless bed and softly teach the soul to pray. You see the wounds no eyes can notice, the hidden fears, the quiet shame. You speak our names with tender voice and love us still the very same. Mary, comforter of the afflicted, stay with us night and day. Hold our grief within your mantle, lead our pain to Christ our way. Mary, Mother full of compassion, dry the tears we cannot hide. Comfort us, O gentle Mother, walk forever by our side. In lonely streets and crowded cities, in refugee and broken home, you gather hearts that feel forgotten and call them gently, you are known. When faith is tired and hope is trembling and prayer feels empty on our tongue, you kneel with us before your Son until his healing work is done. Teach us how to trust in darkness, how to wait without despair, how to believe that even suffering is held within your care, until the day when tears are ended and sorrow fades in heaven's light. Remain our comfort, Holy Mother. with hearts in pain. Your tears fall like healing rain on souls that ache again. You do not turn away from cries too deep for words. You listen in the silence where only sorrow is heard. In shadows of regret, in nights without a name, you gather every broken tear and bless it in our pain. Your tears are not of weakness, they carry holy light. They teach us how to suffer without losing sight. Mother of gentle tears, teach us how to cry without losing hope, without asking why. Mother of gentle tears, hold us through the night. Let your tears remind us that love stays in the fight. You cried beneath the cross where love was torn apart, yet hope was being written in the silence of your heart. So when our crosses feel too heavy and faith begins to bend, you show us tears can still believe that suffering has an end. For children lost in fear, for elders left alone, you wipe away forgotten tears the world has never known. You teach us not to harden our hearts against the pain, but let compassion flow like tears until love reigns again. Mother of gentle tears, teach us how to cry without losing hope, without asking why. Mother of gentle tears, hold us through the night. Let your tears remind us that love stays in the fight. Your tears speak louder than any spoken plea. They tell us God is closest where we fall to our knees. They fall upon the wounded, they soften hearts of stone. They whisper, you are seen, you never weep alone. When words have failed our praying and grief has sealed our breath, your tears become our language between life and death, until the day of comfort when every tear is dry. gentle, forever at our side. Mother of gentle tears, teach us how to cry with faith still burning in the darkened sky. Mother of gentle tears, stay when hope appears. Lead us home to heaven through your gentle tears. A mother who understands the silence of our fear. You hear the prayers we never speak, the pain we hide in tears. You know the weight of waiting, the ache of unanswered cries. You stood where hope felt fragile, beneath unknowing skies. When faith is tired and trembling, and trust is hard to hold, you teach us how to stay with God when answers are withheld. You do not rush our healing, you never turn away. You sit with us in wounded time and sanctify our stay. Mother who understands, remain when others leave. Hold us in your listening heart when we can barely believe. Mother who understands, teach us how to stand with empty hands before our God and trust His gentle plan. You watched your son in silence, not knowing how or when, yet love remained your only yes again, and yet again. So when our questions multiply and answers feel denied, you show us faith can still endure without the need to hide. You know the pain of letting go, the fear of what may come, yet still you trusted every step to lead you back to Him. You gather hearts worn thin by doubt, by shame, by restless thought. You teach us God is closest You kneel beside our trembling souls and help our hearts to speak. You remind us love is faithful, even when unsure, that trusting God in darkness is the holiest of cures. Teach us not to fear the night, when heaven seems so far, for you once walked that same long road by faith, not by a star, until the day of understanding, when all is made clear. Remain our mother, patient, close, forever drawing near. Mother who understands, stay with us in prayer. Hold us in your listening heart until God answers there. Mother who understands, lead us by the hand from silent faith to perfect sight. In God's eternal where children tremble, where fear has learned their name, a silent cry is rising from hearts too young for pain. In broken homes and empty streets, in war and hunger's breath, their tears fall like unanswered prayers between their life and death. Mother, hear the children crying where no shelter can be found, their voices lost in shouting worlds that never slow the sound. You once fled into the darkness with a child held to your breast, so you know the fear of mothers trying only to protect. Children, hear them, Mother. Hold them close tonight. Cover them with heaven's mercy. Hide them in God's light. Cry of the children, rise to heaven. Do not let them fall. Mother Mary, stand between their suffering and all. In hunger, for the child who runs in fear, for the child whose tears are punished before they can be heard, for the child whose name is numbers, for the child without a home, for the child whose heart learned sorrow long before it learned its song. Teach the world again to listen to the fragile and the small. Teach our hearts to bear responsibility for the wounds we cause them all. Mother, place your mantle gently over every wounded child. let them feel a love unbroken in a world grown cold and wild. Cry of the children, hear them, Mother. Hold them close tonight, cover them with heaven's mercy, hide them in God's light. Cry of the children, rise to heaven, do not let them fall. Mother Mary, stand between their suffering and dawn. Where bombs erase the morning, where abuse steals sacred trust, where innocence is traded for the power of the unjust, let their tears become a fire in the conscience of the earth. Let no child be forgotten from the moment of their birth. Teach us courage, Holy Mother, to protect and to defend, to become the shelter children need until their wounds can mend, until the day when every child shall laugh without a scar. Remain their mother, guard their lives wherever they may are. Cry of the children, hear them, Mother. Stay when hope feels small. Carry them into the heart of God, the refuge of us all. Cry of the children, never silence. Rise until love reigns. Mother Mary, keep them safe from the world's deep He lived through her hands, so quiet, so still. She touches wounds the world has missed and bends them to God's will. Where pain has made a dwelling and hope feels far away, her hands rest lightly on his soul and teach the heart to stay. She does not force the healing, she does not rush the scar. She lets grace flow in sacred time, just as we are. Her hands have known deep sorrow, have trembled yet believed. They held a dying son in love and never once deceived. Healing through her hands, oh Mother, full of grace, touch the wounds we hide within. for bodies worn by sickness, for minds that cannot rest. She brings the quiet presence where healing works the best, for hearts split by betrayal, for love that turned to loss. She teaches how to carry pain without becoming lost. She touches fear with tenderness, shame with patient light. She shows us brokenness itself can still be made aside, where bitterness has taken root and anger guards the door. Her hands open space for mercy we had closed before. Healing through her hands, oh Mother full of grace, touch the wounds we hide within, restore what great erase. Healing through her hands, lead us to the sun. Let His mercy flow through you till all is made as one. She teaches hearing is not always freedom from the pain, but learning how to trust again when scars remain. Her hands remind the wounded soul it still is worthy love, that every tear is counted by the Father up above. So place your broken heart within her gentle open care. Let grace begin its quiet work in honest prayer, until the day your wounds are healed in heaven's endlessness, and reign with us, O Holy Mother, healing through your hands. You open your mantle wide where the wounded can remain, not questioned, not hurried, but held in their pain. When life becomes unbearable and prayer feels thin and weak, you give us safe silence where tears are allowed to speak. You are refuge not from suffering, but refuge within its fire, teaching the soul how to endure without losing desire. Mary, refuge in pain, hide us close to your heart. When our strength is fading and our hope falls apart, Mary, refuge in pain, lead us gently through. Shelter us till the morning breaks with mercy new. You stood beneath the cross alone, where love seemed overthrown. So you know the place of pain that must be lived, not flown. For those crushed by rejection, for those shamed by their past, you become a refuge when the world shuts them fast. For the poor and the burdened, for the sinner afraid, you offer a presence that will never fade. In hospitals and prisons, in graveside and war, you remain the refuge when there is no door. Mary, refuge in pain, hide us close to your heart. When our strength is fading and our hope falls apart, Mary, refuge in pain, lead us gently through. Shelter us till the morning breaks with mercy new. You teach us pain is not rejection, not a sign we're alone, but a place where God stays closest, though unseen and unknown. You guard us from despair when suffering feels like truth. You keep the flame of faith alive in the ashes of youth. Teach us how to remain faithful when nothing makes sense, how to trust love's presence without evidence, until pain is transformed in resurrection light. Be our refuge, Holy Mother, through the longest night. Mary, refuge in pain, stay with us inside the storm. Let us rest beneath your mantle till our hearts are reborn. Mary, refuge in pain, lead us to your Son, where every tear is gathered and every wound is won. Shelter for the weary when the road has been too long, when the heart has carried burdens It was never meant to hold alone. You invite us into stillness, where no effort must be made, where the soul can finally rest from the price that pain has paid. You are not the rush of answers. You are not the loud relief. You are the gentle place of breathing after long and silent grief. Your arms are open quietly, not demanding strength or sound, just a resting place for hearts that have wandered, worn, and found. Shelter for the weary, let us lay our burdens down. Let us rest beneath your mantle, where mercy can be found. Shelter for the weary, stay with us till dawn. Hold us through the night of pain, till new strength is born. For those tired of explaining, for those tired of being strong, you say, rest a little, child. You have carried this too long. For hands that tremble holding on, for minds that cannot sleep, you become the sacred pause, where wounded souls can weep. You teach us rest is not surrender, not the end of faithful fight, but trusting God enough to stop and breathe within His light. You keep watch while we are sleeping. You remain when we let go. You hold together fragile hearts when strength is running low. Shelter for the weary, let us lay our burdens down. Let us rest beneath your mantle, where mercy can be found. Shelter for the weary, stay with us till dawn. Hold us through the night of pain, till new strength is born. In the silence of surrender, healing begins unseen, like roots that grow in darkness, where hope has always been. You remind us we are loved, before we try or do. That rest itself is holy when placed in God and you. Teach us how to stop striving when the soul is worn and thin, and trust that God is working even when we rest in Him, until the morning breaks at last with resurrection breath. Be our shelter, gentle Mother, in life and even death. Shelter for the weary, let us rest tonight. Hide us in your quiet care till sorrow turns to light. Shelter for the weary, remain forever near. Mother Mary, keep us safe from doubt and fear. Hope when hearts are heavy, when the night has lost its stars, when the weight of silent sorrow feels deeper than our scars. You do not promise answers or a quick and easy way. You promise God is faithful even when we cannot say. In the long and aching waiting, in the prayers that feel unheard, you keep the fragile flame alive with love instead of words. You remind us hope is quieter than the fears that fill the mind, but stronger than the darkness that tries to make us blind. Hope when hearts are heavy, stay with us through the night. Teach us how to trust again in barely dawning light. Hope when hearts are heavy, Mother, help us see that God is still at work in us beyond what we can be. You held hope in your waiting when the promise felt unclear, when God's word was all you had and the path was filled with fear. So when our strength is failing and tomorrow feels unsure, you show us hope can still endure when nothing else is sure. Hope is not denial, it is not pretending well, it is choosing still to trust where the pain has learned to dwell. You teach us how to hope again without escaping pain, how to believe resurrection grows even in the rain. Hope when hearts are heavy, stay with us through the night. Teach us how to trust again in barely dawning light. Hope when hearts are heavy, Mother, help us see that God is still at work in us beyond what we can be. For the hopeless and forgotten, for the tired and the lost, you hold hope where love remained, no matter what the cost. You teach us waiting is not wasted, that God is never late, that love is growing quietly within the hands of fate. Oh, hope learns how to breathe again when fear begins to fade, when trust is placed in God alone and not in plans we made, until the day when hope is sight and faith is finally clear. Remain our Mother, light our way when hearts are heavy here. Hope when hearts are heavy, hope when hearts are heavy. Lead us into dawn. Teach us how to trust again. Barely dawning light. Hope when hearts are heavy, stay till faith is strong. Mother, help us see. Mother Mary, walk with us until all fear is gone. Love that never leaves when the world walks away, when promises grow fragile and hearts begin to fray. You remain in the waiting, in the ache that does not end, not as fleeting comfort, but as love that will not bend. When others tire of listening and compassion runs thin, you stay beside the wounded without asking where they've been. Your love is not conditional, not earned by being strong. It stays through doubt and failure, through weakness and through wrong. Love that never leaves, Mother faithful, true. Hold us when all else fades and see us safely through. Love that never leaves when hope feels far above. Teach our hearts to trust trust again. Shine God's to trust again. In God's unfailing love. You loved beneath the cross, when love seemed crucified, when every promise trembled and truth itself had died. So when love feels too costly and staying hurts too much, you show us faithful love is proven by its touch. For those abandoned, betrayed, for those cast aside, you become the steady presence that refuses to divide. Your love remains in silence when words no longer heal, teaching us that presence is the deepest love we feel. Love that never leaves, Mother faithful, true. Hold us when all else fades and see us safely through. Love that never leaves when hope feels far above. Teach our hearts to trust again. Hearts to trust again. In God's unfailing love. You guard the fragile promise that we are still worth care, that even in our brokenness we are not beyond repair. You teach us how to stay with God when prayers feel unanswered, how to love without conditions when trust itself is fractured. Through seasons of confusion, through sorrow's changing face, your love remains our anchor in time and every place. Until the day when love is all and faith has reached its end, remain our Mother faithful still, our beginning and our friend. Love that never leaves, stay with us tonight. Hold us in your faithful care till sorrow turns to light. Love that never leaves, Mother gentle dove. Lead us home into the heart of God's entailing Mary, consolation of souls, when the journey grows thin, when the heart feels tired of hoping and worn deep within, you walk with us at the ending, where words can no longer stay, where faith becomes simple trust at the close of the day. You gather every suffering that life has left behind and place it in God's mercy, where peace is finally kind. When prayers turn into departs. You gather tears of every age, of every place and name, and offer them to God as prayer, till all is healed again. Teach us how to live in hope that death cannot destroy, how to trust that every